Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share you something regarding again about problem solving in physics. Yeah. Today I want to explain about how to solve some question in in year 2019. This is actually from paper two. Yes, paper two. 21970 in 21 on year mm, 2019. So we have some question, but today I'm going to share you only for numbers. Yeah. But before we continue our video, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, comment, like, or share to the others. Okay, we now start from number one. Yeah. Um, Number one. Make estimate of the mass in gram of a new pencil. Yes, actually, we have range mass of the new pencil is around 1 to 10 grams. Yeah. So, if we put the number between 1 to 10 grams, actually, this is will as the answer correct. Yeah, and the correct answer. And continue to number two. The wavelength ultraviolet radiation. The wavelength ultraviolet radiation it's around 400 nanometer actually. Yeah. Uh, this is actually near with the uh, uh, ray of yes nanometer. For 100 nanometer actually something with 4 times 10 power minus 7 in meter because 1 nanometer equals to 10 power of minus 9. Yes. Okay, now about the question later we go. B, the period T of the oscillation of mass M suspended from the spring is given by T equals to 2 pi root of M over K, where K is the spring constant of spring. The manufacturer of spring state that it has spring constant of 25 Newton minus 1 plus minus 8 percent. A mass of 200 times 10 power minus 3 kilogram plus minus 4 times 10 power minus 3 kilogram is suspended from the end of the spring and then made oscillate. Yes. Question is for I. Calculate the period T of the oscillation. Yeah. So we have this formula. So we can put the numbers of here to this formula. So we can say 2 pi m over k root of m over k, yeah, or power of 0.5. So same with 2 times 3 power 14 times 0.2. 0.2 actually this mass of this spring, yeah. 200 times 10 power minus 3 kilogram actually something with 0.2, and 25 newton meter minus 1 is spring constant, yeah. And 20 0.2 divided by 25 root, yeah, or power of 0.5. So after we calculate this number we get about period is 0.56 second. Okay, I think this is the correct answer. And the next question is question II. Determine the value of t with its absolutely uncertainty to an appropriate number of significant features. Percentage uncertainty, yeah, equals to a half of 2% plus 8% equals to 5%. Yeah, actually we have about here, yeah, we have uncertainty of the t mean as 4 divided by 200, yeah, it's something with 2%, and we have about spring constant is 8%. So a half is the power of this equation, yeah, because m over k root of, yeah, m over k, so root of equals to power a half, so we can put a half in here. Yeah, a half times 2% plus 8% equals to a half of 10%. Yeah, a half of 10% equals to 5%. Also about in fractional uncertainty, we can say only we change from percentage into decimal. So 2% equals to 0.02 and 8% equals to 0.08. So we can say this is same thing also with 5% equals to in 0.05 here, because 5% equals to 5 divided by 100. Then we can say delta t equals to 0.05 here times t equals to 0.028. Yeah. And we can say t equal to 0.56 plus minus 0.028. Yeah. Okay, continue to other numbers here. Don't forget to subscribe in my YouTube channel before we continue about this video. Okay. The number 2 is a small charge glass bit of width 5.4 times 10 power minus 5 Newton is initially at rest at the point A in a vacuum. Yeah, the bit then falls through a uniform horizontally electric field as it moves in straight line to the point B as the illustrated in figure 2.1. Okay, we can see here, yeah, about this diagram. The diagram, I will read first what diagram is. A small charge glass bit in which 5.4 times 10 power minus 5 Newton is initially at rest at point A in a vacuum. The bit then falls through a uniform horizontal electric field as a move at the strike line to point B as illustrated in figure 2.1. Yes, this is A is glass bit with weight 5.4 times 10 power minus 5 in Newton. Also, they have charge minus 3.7 times 10 power minus 9 coulomb. And this is path of falling bit. Yeah. This is path of falling bit. And we have this is about the condition that vertical and horizontal like that. Yeah. And here is uniform horizontal electric field strength in is 1.3 times 10 power 4 voltmeter minus 1. Yeah. So the electric field was 1.3 times 10 power 4 voltmeter minus 1. The charge on the bed is minus 3.7 times 10 power minus 9 coulomb. So we have several questions. For the question A, here, describe how two metal plates could be used to produce the electric field. Numerical values are not required. Yeah. Okay, we know about the, we can say side view from A to B. This is trace. This is path of the falling bed. So we can say because bed is in the charge negative, yeah, negative will be going to the positive one. So we can say the uh, metal plate is on the vertical, yeah, the two vertical plates in the vertical, and we have the positive one is in here, the negative one is here because B on the negative charge, so we can say negative we can attract to the positive one. Yeah, yes, we can say two vertical plates and left plate positively and right negatively charged, yeah, or earthed, yeah, right on the right plate. And continue to be, yeah, big question, determine the magnitude of electric field force acting on the bit. Yes, we have a question about force and electric field that they have a relationship, yeah, that F equals to QE. And we put Q as 3.7 times 10 power minus 9 times also electric field as the 1.3 times 10 power 4. So by multiplication between Q and I, 4.8 times 10 power minus 5 as a Newton. Yes. Finally, we get the electric force as the 4.8 times 10 power minus 5. Yeah. Other question. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe this YouTube channel. Yeah. On the C question, use your answer in B and the weight of bit to show that the resultant force acting on it is 7.2 times 10 power minus 5 Newton. Yes, actually this is about the resultant of two force, yeah, between weight and between electric force, yeah. Weight and electric force in right angle, yeah. Weight in the vertical downward and electric force in the horizontal line. So we can say this is about the uh, Pythagoras one. So we can see this is the electric field force, and here is weight of the bit. So this is power 2, and this is force power 2. And we can say after we get this number, we can root it this number and become 7.2 times 10 power minus 5. Yeah, this is actually about Pythagoras one. Yeah, between two forces, and that forces are on the right angle. Continue D. Don't forget to subscribe. Explain why the resultant force on the bit of 7.2 times 10 power minus 5 is constant as the bit move along path AB. Yes, because electric field is constant, make the electric force is constant, and also weight are constant. Yeah, gravitational acceleration constant and mass, uh, they cannot to change into other value. So we can say the result of the sport is constant. Okay, continue to other question. Calculate the magnitude of acceleration of bit along path AB. Yeah. Okay. Uh, we know about uh, sorry, mass equal width over g, yeah, or width as the 5.4 times 10 power minus 5, yeah, as know before, and gravitational acceleration is 9.81, yeah. We calculate this number, there's become mass as the 5.5 times 10 power minus 6 in kilograms, yeah. So the acceleration means like Newton's second law, that's force over mass. We have force as the 7.2 times 10 power minus 5 here, and mass is 5.5 times 10 power minus 6 after we get on the above. Yeah. So finally we get acceleration is 13 meter seconds minus 2. Okay, this is the acceleration of this bit when they throw go down, yeah, with the path AB. Now, question E on II, the path AB has length 0.58 meter. Well, use your answer on I to determine the speed of the bit at point B. Yes, actually this is use the linear motion that v square equals to u square plus 2as. We have the initial velocity start from 0, and acceleration we have 13 meter second minus 2, and distance or path AB has length 0.58 meter. So we have this is root of this number, we get 3.9 meter second. Okay, done for this number two. Yeah. We're going to number three. Okay, please to all you're watching my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Yeah, no, push the button subscribe. Also like. Yeah. Yes, we continue. But number three, you can see this question first, please. Small remote control model aircraft has two propellers. Yeah, its diameter 16 centimeter. Yeah, on figure 3.1 is a side view of the aircraft when hovering. Yes, you can say this is a remote controlled aircraft. Yeah, then has two propellers. Yeah, with each of diameter is 16 centimeters. Yeah. Now, air is propelled vertically downward by its propellers so that the aircraft hovers at a fixed position. The density of the air is 1.2 kilogram meter minus 3. Assume that air from its propeller move with a constant speed 7.6 meter second minus 1 in a uniform cylinder of diameter 16 centimeter. Also assume that the air above its propeller is stationary. Yes, we can see, yeah, they have this density on this air 1.2 kilogram meter minus 3 and has constant speed downward, yeah, 7.6 meter second minus 1. So we have some several questions, yeah. So the question one is, so that in time interval 3.0 second the mass of air propelled downward by one propeller is 0.55 kilogram. Wow. Yes, we're going to equation of density, yeah, or we can say rho. Rho is mass over volume. Yeah, mass over volume. So we can say mass as the rho times volume. Volume in this condition of its proper like cylinder, yeah, that this is PR square is the area of circle, and VT is like height or distance between up to bottom when they have already 3 seconds downward. So volume pi r 1.2 as the rho, yeah, 1.2 as the rho. Pi r is 0.16 divided by 2 because this is diameter. 16 is diameter in centimeter, and we change into meter as the 0.16 divided by 2, that's radius, yeah, and then this is square actually, and times 7.6 is velocity, and 3 is time. Yes, velocity times t equals to distance here. So we can say here is the area of the circle and here is height. So this is actually same thing with volume of the cylinder. Okay, finally we get after calculation the number 0.55 kilogram as the mention of the above this question. Yeah. Okay, continue other question. Yeah. B, I, and II. We have a question. The increase in momentum of the mass of air is, yes, because the initial momentum actually zero because we decide it's start from rest. Yeah. So we have P on final as the mass time velocity. Mass as 0.55 kilogram times velocity is 7.6. So we get 4.2 kilogram meter over second. This is the increase in momentum as the 4.2 kilogram meter over second. And Question II. The downward force exerted on the mass of air by the propeller. Yes, we know about definition of force as the delta p, or increases its momentum over time taken. Yeah, we have increases in momentum as the 4.2 and delta t as in 3 seconds. So we get number 1.4 newton. Yeah, this is actually force exerted on the mass of air by the propeller. Yeah. Okay, continue to next page. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel now. Please press the button subscribe. Yes, continue. Question C. The above force acting on one proper. Yeah, same thing with actually, because this is constant speed, so total force equals to zero. But this is actually the next question. Yeah, we can say that force downward equal to force upward. Yeah, equal to 1.4. Yeah, as I get it before question. Yeah, 1.4. And question II, the name of the law that explains the relationship between the force in BII and the force in C1. Yes, this is about Newton's first law, that total force equals to zero. Yeah, when the object is when the object has a constant velocity. Yeah. Okay. Question other on the question. Yeah. Determine the mass of aircraft. Yeah. Yes, we know because the aircraft has two of propellers, so we can say two force of downward equals to weight. Yeah. Equals to weight equals to two times of force downward. We know F force downward equals to 1.4, so we get times 2 equals to 2.8 Newton. Yes, we have weight equals to 2.8 Newton. That weight equals to mass times gravitational acceleration. So we have mass equals to 2.8 divided by 9.81. Yes, we get 0.29 kilograms. Yeah. Okay, this is actually mass of the aircraft. Other question in A and F. Yeah. E first. In order for the aircraft to hover at very high altitude, yeah, height, the propellers must propel that air downwards with a greater speed that when the aircraft hovers at a low altitude. Yeah, suggest the reason for this. Yes, because on the high altitudes is density is lower, or density less on the high altitude. Actually, it make the speed is greater. Yeah, it's make with when aircraft hover in the low altitude. Greater on the very high altitude. Yeah, because density less on high altitude. No, question F. Yeah, I think this is the final question of this number. Yeah? When aircraft is hovering at high altitude, an electric fault causes the propellers to stop rotating. The aircraft falls vertically downward. Yeah, vertically downward when the aircraft reach on constant speed of 22 meters second minus 1. It emits sound of frequency 3.0 kHz from the alarm. The speed of sound is the air is 340 meters second minus 1. Determine the frequency of the sound heard by a person standing vertically below the falling aircraft. Yes, this is regarding Doppler effect. Yeah, that's frequency observer. Yeah, or this is frequency of the sound heard by a person standing vertically below of the falling aircraft, yeah, as the frequency source, yeah, as the 3.0 kilohertz, yeah, divided by velocity times velocity as the velocity air sound on the air is 340 meter second, and divided by v minus vs. Why minus? Because the aircraft fall vertically downward, yeah, or near with the person who standing vertically below on the falling aircraft. So minus wave we substitute in this number 3 kilohertz as the 3000 hertz, yeah, times 340 and divided by 340 minus 22. After we calculate this number, we have this number, yeah, 3207 hertz. Yes, this is actually frequency of the sound heard by a person standing vertically below of the falling aircraft. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. We will continue on the part 2 for the number 4 and so on and so on. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and like, comment, and also share to the other.